What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So, out of respect to the situation that was going on with LeBron James over the past week, I had stopped talking about a lot of this basketball talk regarding him being a GOAT because real life is real life. There's basketball talk and then there's real life. And, like I said, out of respect to what was going on with his personal life, I ceased talking about this GOAT stuff. And I was waiting to see how his son was doing. And while it's still not clear as to whether or not Bronny will ever play basketball again, at least organized basketball at the very least, he does appear to have recovered from the serious health crisis that he was suffering from. So now that that ordeal appears to be over, now it's back to talking about this type of stuff again. All right, and that is that LeBron James is a phony GOAT. Okay, he's not the GOAT. All right, he's just not. And shout out to my boy Shagad. Okay, he's very famous, or depending upon if you're a fan of LeBron, infamous on Facebook for shutting down a lot of this GOAT talk. So he goes year by year, the first 3 or 4 years of their careers. Now, of course, Michael didn't go pro until he was 21, but even then, you can make a strong argument he was outshining and outperforming LeBron from the beginnings when you go back to their ages at 19. Now, when LeBron James was 19 years old, he, along with a few other All-Stars, became the first professionals to lose in the Olympics, the 2004 bronze team. So, the first to lose in the Olympics as a professional, no All-Star selection. He was the Rookie of the Year, but he spent his Rookie of the Year campaign watching the playoffs, like us, on television. When Michael Jordan was 19 years old, he was ACC Rookie of the Year, and he hit the game winner to win the NCAA championship as a freshman for North Carolina, already cementing his status as one of the all-time greats in North Carolina history. At 20 years old, LeBron James was already fully ensconced in a league, in a conference, at least, that was the weakest that we had seen since the 1950s, the Eastern Conference. Yet, despite the weakness of the Eastern Conference, at age 20, he still spent his sophomore year in the NBA, in the postseason, like us, watching the playoffs at home. When Michael Jordan was 20 years old, during the Pan American Games, he won gold. He was a consensus first-team All-American, first-team All-ACC, and he was a USA Basketball Male Athlete of the Year. At 21 years of age, LeBron James, though the so-called king, finally made the playoffs, took a 3-2 lead over Detroit going back home, only to melt down and lose that particular series. Well, at 21 years old, Michael Jordan was National College Player of the Year, consensus first-team All-American, ACC Player of the Year, ACC Athlete of the Year, first-team All-ACC, USA Basketball Male Athlete of the Year, and, unlike LeBron in 2004 when he was 19, in 84, Jordan was indeed an Olympic gold medalist, and he did it as an amateur before they changed the rules from 92 onward to allow professionals to play in the Olympics. And then at 22 years of age, LeBron James had that so-called magical year where he took a bunch of, quote, bums to the finals, which I've done many videos disputing that that's not the case, that he wasn't playing with bums. But in the finals, he melted down. Why? Because the Spurs pretty much just clogged the lane, so he couldn't drive and ball his way to the basket. He was forced to take jumpers, which wasn't his strong suit, and he wasn't able to make adapt to the situation, make changes, and he performed horribly. Only averaging 22 points per game on 35% shooting, 20% from three, and he averaged 5.7 turnovers per game. Michael Jordan, who's 22 years old, NBA Rookie of the Year, averaging 28.2 points per game, one of the strongest rookie campaigns in the history of the NBA. I believe only Wilton Norman Chamberlain, 37.6, Walt Bellamy, 31.6, Oscar Robertson, I think it was 30.6 or something like that, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 28.8, and Elvin Hayes, 28.4. I may be a little bit off of some of those points. The only players in the history of the NBA that averaged more points as a rookie than Michael Jordan. 28.2 points per game, 51.5% shooting from the floor. And in the playoffs, Michael Jordan averaged 29 points per game. So how are these guys on par with each other? And these were the weak years for Michael, by the way. These are the years where everybody say he was losing and all that. I'm not seeing it, y'all. And you got to be honest, you're not seeing it either. I don't see it. But anyway, tell me what you guys think.